Uh, it's always so good. What a title screen. France! It's Drew from Not Ideal Gaming. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. We're back. Episode 10. We're in the double digits. We put so much time into this game already. And I think we're only like 3/4 the way done. Oops! So, we are going to go to the world map. Now, where should we go first, do you think? You know, it says Martha's Rest first on our little things fall apart thing. So we'll go to Martha's Rest first. But today is the anniversary of not only Final Fantasy X, which I recommended to someone as their first Final Fantasy that they played last time, but also Final Fantasy IV, my favorite game of all time, which I think I might play right after this. I think that would be kind of a good dichotomy to do of doing this one, which is mainly action-based, and then do
Martha,
a purely
it's good to see you.
turn-based
And you,
one.
Clive. Jill?
Plus, it's my favorite
Otto
game.
said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long
Those
after they
skies
fell
are
dark,
what
we had
happened.
our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
Sounds like a fight.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I think we go wreck some
I
dudes.
thought you'd never offer.
I
Now,
thought you'd
where I
never
need
offer.
you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the
Mhm.
fighting is fiercest.
Can't do
Let
so.
the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
I mean, they should be, right? Quest accepted for 45 renown. What up? Oh, right down there.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. I hope there's more because we're about to wreck them. Man, they got the things up. We're about to get real nasty on them. Oh, with the different music. So good. Oh, hi, fellas. Hawaii.
Clive, wounded.
Whoa, look at him.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Dum 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 dum. Horde Wolf. Woo! Why don't we just... get wrecked, absolutely everyone. I'm wondering. Yeah, get him, Torval. Let's hit him with that. Man, this is back already? Oh, I forgot to charge it. Luckily, it still does a lot of... Let's... We might have a big boy come up, but... Oh, look at all the bombs. Just let them hang out in the maelstrom. 300 experience for that. Oh, we're up to 732 ability points. I'd forgotten. I'd forgotten.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
You can tell by their
Right,
red...
then.
Yeah.
But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he?
Did he die?
Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Anon. Oh, we're back already. This must be Anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned.
The music is gone, Elden Ring.
Stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them!
To the left!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
With all my abilities, I'm about to just go wreck these fools.
My brothers.
Blood Axe Mercenary.
Bad dogs. The law.
And we go. My sword looks dope. Oh, it's got like the little thing with wings on the end of it. First destination nearby. I wonder if all three things are just going to be fighting stuff.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar.
Do as you're told.
So Wade.
There he is. With his
Lord
aches.
Washfield, if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh, yeah, dude.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
About to hit him with a maelstrom up in here.
Then
Always.
let's do our duty.
Heck yeah. Oh, my thingy is still recharging. I'm sorry, did that just like block my attack? Really? Horde Adamantus. You know what? There we go. Woo! Woo! And we might as well. Might as well do this too. Sick. All of the particle effects. All of them's.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
It's okay, buddy.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I
That we
see you're
roll.
all in one piece.
Martha!
Martha.
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
I'll smoke. Sounds like me.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East Pool.
Always.
You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Thanks, Wade. I feel like we were just in East Pool. The hand of Hyperion. I'm sorry, what? Oh, that was that stone that we found. I guess they mark them on the map. That's kind of a cool... That's a cool feature. So they're easy to find later. I like it. I like it. And get me back out there. My brothers need me. Let's go wreck these fools. Oh, hi, goblins. And fly boys. Boom, boom,
They're heading for the rest.
We have to slow them down.
the heck they are. Take that, everyone.
Over here.
Ooh, that one's got a bonus. Wait, this guy's still alive? No, we don't want that.
This one. Over here. This one.
There we go. Hello, fellas. What are they chocobos? Get wrecked! Give me thunder! Oh, I forgot to charge it again. Excuse you. Buddy.
Something's coming.
Oh, an Armon. Did I lose my limit break?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
We have Suede.
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Dum 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 dum. Get him! Speaking of getting him. Get wrecked. Let's hit him with this. We'll hit him with this. Get him nice and staggered. Man, it's so much damage. Are you guys taking care of that other enemy? Because, yeah, I think I just heard the thing.
Farewell.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We did so much damage initially. Give me all those crafting materials that we'll never use.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Marthers. It's like right behind us. Did it think we were like farther away? Is there distance dilation? Ah, the music is back
What did you find out
to
there?
normal.
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came
Loads.
from, they're gone
Tons.
now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear.
Nice.
Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise.
I mean, probably.
It's
You
not
can
a
see
matter
it
of
floating
if
around in the
we'll be
air.
back, but when? And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
Heck yeah.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
You big lug. Quest complete. A Flames of War. 500 experience. Man, we need a ton of experience for... Ooh. Displayed in Clive's chambers. What up?
My lord.
Love it.
There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Oh, yeah?
Oscar, over here.
He's the squire from before.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, the Lord
But his
Commander.
brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I kind of got a lot on my plate here, buddy.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
You got a point.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name.
Oh, I like
You
that.
have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right.
Oops.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire?
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Got a lot going on here, buddy.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Okay. So, I mean, does that mean... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, if anything. Well... Northreach. We'll just go in order. Why not? And the reason why... And we did all the side quests and all the available hunts at the end of the last episode, so... Do we have to go? Yeah, we gotta go to talk to Homegirl.
I saw it.
Ghosts! Salt with their own eyes? That doesn't sound good. What if we jumped over it?
I can't do it.
Jumped over it! Ah. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight some ghosties.
My lord. Milady.
We
Hello.
received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different.
Different.
They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls.
Oh, like the
And what of your
specters or
mistress?
whatever?
Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Of course she did.
Then we'll look for her there.
Why we fight? To the garrison.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
No. Oh, it's all pink. Shout out to the Barbie premiere this Friday. Here she is.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days!
Calm down, buddy.
What more would you have us do?
I would have you...
Do your duty.
Yeah.
Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice.
Man,
Lay
she
down
is
your sword
quite the
and
woman.
watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
Do your duty.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Get this guy out of
Not if we
here.
don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
Of course you are.
I'll
This
have a
dude
word.
right here.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
Down, girl.
What we need to consider
Jill.
is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air.
They may
And
have.
perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe
I don't know
these
if the
days.
sun keeps going behind a cloud or what, but it
We'll
keeps
talk to
getting
the
brighter
survivors.
and darker. To the survivors, eh? Is that one in a...
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow.
Glowing
I ran
fiends!
for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
On it,
Family.
buddy. Heads up, y'all.
It's all right.
Hello? You're Rafugi?
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and
Oh, poor Joseph.
then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Make for more. And I wish there was a thing right here. Alas. Isn't.
I assume you have a plan.
Is...
We need to find out what we're facing.
Can I leave the city this way? I can. Make for more.
It was all they could do to escape.
Oh, and it's this theme.
Run like the wind.
Such a triumphant Chocobo theme. I wonder if we get towards the end game, if we get the original music back, or if we've reached the, you know. No, I'm assuming that we'll get the original music back. Don't know though. Ooh, this looks like some Akashic Mist. Not good. Not good. Yep. You can always tell your...
Clive, look!
I see them. With me.
Forgot again.
This one.
Let's just... so it can start charging back up. That does so much damage.
Should I try?
Save your strength.
Get wrecked. Remember this time. Man, they just... Let's hit him with this. Ooh, hi, buddy. Fine. You wanna play? Oh yeah, you doing stuff?
Let's try.
Buddy. There we go. Yeah. Boom. Already at over 1,000 ability points. We started with like 680 something.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully they're just warping us back. Yeah. The music's back. Let's go. Oh, we got this guy.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Hello.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning.
There you go.
Thank you again, Clive.
You're welcome. 500 ability points for that. What up? Alright. Down to Dalamil. Checking off all these boxes. Ah, hello. Their weapons hanging out everywhere.
Sid,
That's not good.
your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
Easy,
Should I
buddy.
be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
You'll probably see a quest marker about it. Oh.
What did you say?
Oh.
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own.
It will be our
I've
own.
tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid.
She's got a point,
And
yeah.
you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Down the rabbit hole.
Suppose
Hey.
we just follow the shouting.
Visit the final sting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more?
She's also
We're
got a
better
point.
off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
Buddy.
That's enough. Both of you.
Both of you.
Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Harumph.
Victor,
Yes?
what's he doing here?
What indeed?
And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
Into these fools.
But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side.
Who are these
The
people?
reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to
I'm
madness.
sorry, I'm having trouble
Or an
controlling
entire
the volume of my
city,
voice.
for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For
But
all
in
our
the
sakes.
meantime... Wow, 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 wow.
So, you see my predicament?
I do.
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear
Smolder.
could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly.
My smolder.
What to do?
I haven't watched
Both
Tangled
sides wish
in
to
a while.
protect their homes and livelihoods,
Love them.
if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
A little louder, but I don't think they heard you in the back.
If it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
That does sound like Sid.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Excellent.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Well, this one's closer.
Victory, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings.
Red Wings!
You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the
beardless
men
youths
than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Harumph.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
Excuse you.
Well played, my lady.
Don't rub your face on my microphone. Or the camera or laptop or anything like that. Come on. Right, well, help recruit Natalie to Lubal's cause.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
You would have what?
It may still be possible to buy something.
You would have
Here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
What is he, Frodo now?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
Jill's so much better at this than Clive is.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
Harambe!
Right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
Her skin is so shiny.
But you needn't have gone through this charade.
It's like mine.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
Nice.
She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Indeed we shall.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Who wouldn't be?
Oh, I'm ruined.
Ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
Because here come the bandits.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
Yeah, dude.
That's serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer thin
So we'll have to
defenses.
take one of them.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. And what of the rest?
Townsfolk.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
But fighting together is going to
It will
make
be
them
for us to
closer.
see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Mm-hmm. To the desert! 6 to start, huh?
I'll take that one.
I'll just take all of them, Jill. Hey, look how much... Man, you get so much limit stuff here.
They mean to overwhelm us.
I forgot that you need to use magic when they're guarding. Or magic gets rid of... Magic gets rid of protect. But so does that. Get wrecked. Get nuts. Enemies, huh? Ooh. Does that say the Sultan? Buddy. Let's get rid of all these dudes. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I'm dead. Apparently. Let's pop a potion, why not? I'm gonna get rid of all these smaller dudes. You made me miss. I don't like it when people make me miss. It's always just so good.
This one. Fire and blade. Over here.
There we go. I think I caught it in stagger. I did. I like the Titan ability. I think that was a good call to put that instead of the Rising Flames. But do we want to upgrade it? I don't know if we've already upgraded
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Way to
I'm
find
really
out.
fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
I mean, if that one jumping around poison mist dude almost took me out. No, I guess they didn't. Oh, all of her textiles are knocked over. Girl. Now extend your hand. There we go.
I owe you an apology.
There we go.
You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
We did it.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
That's true. That's
I'll
very
take
true.
that as a compliment.
We should. 500 more. What up? Plus, we have to have enough renown to get the next thing now.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Back to the hideaway. I can't remember if we're saving up for something. Oh. When it comes to our abilities, let's check it out real quick. Well, it would have to be mastered if we have it on 5,500. But if we do get that, we can assign it to any icon. And then we could maybe equip Bahamut. Because I do want to try... I mean, we gotta get this too, right? Like, look at that dang thing. But I do want to try these. Flare Breath seems like it could be really cool. So they could master Wicked Wheel. I like having Garuda though because it has the pull attack when they're halfway through the stagger gauge. I do enjoy that.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
What are y'all hanging outside of my room for? The Guardian's Scarf. Love it. To the raiding table. How fares the rest? The Guardians are getting along with the Axis fine enough, working to shore up the rest's walls while not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck deep in Akashic if you not. We still would be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've a realm to save and all, but if you've ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Thanks, Martha. The flames burn bright. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the Horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hardworking, so as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. From Suede. Clive, you have the talents. Thanks for helping rid us of the thralls. We are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good Philippe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. Lady Isabel. Dramatis Personae. The Guard and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all to leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Fantastic. Ah, this game is so gorgeous.
Did you see that?
So what? Yeah, I knew you would have a thingy. What you got?
How may I help you today, Clive?
Give me that. Newfound purpose.
You earned this.
What is that a crafting material?
Come again. I may have more for you.
Okay.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hello, all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Not ideal.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Joshua. I love this song so much. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. There he is.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Is he still alive?
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
He stinks.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Why me?
He's a lot to say about
Could I be
consciousness.
to such a creature.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me.
Maybe it's because you're the only person on the planet
I
that
am
can use
certain
the
of
blessings
this.
of multiple
It is not mere
icons.
chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
Oh,
That doesn't mean
Joshua.
you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Too late, buddy. Achim. Achim. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Clive, it's Gav.
Taria.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh, no.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Ty had told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
To the map!
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Tyre not such a talented healer. I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Plus, we can join Ifrit and Phoenix again and wreck even the likes of Bahamut. I mean... Wait, is Jill not coming with us?
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its end.
Of course, everybody has new stuff before we go. How many? Just the one! The pack. South of Tabor. Dalmechia. And we have a million side quests.
Back again?
Tis naturally.
What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world.
Randala.
Very good.
Very good. Ooh, a side quest there. We have 4 open side quests. Let's see real quick if those are the only 4.
How are you doing?
Ally.
Think you can help?
That's weird. Whatever. The Crochet Echoes. And we can't go anywhere. We'll get all these side quests, and then we'll go here, and then we'll be able to go wherever. If it's anything like what happened last time, that means that we can open them all up, but then we'll have to go to the next destination in order to actually do anything with them. And as we learned, doing the side quests, you gotta do those side quests. Humble request. Master Clive, I apologize for the sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there's none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. I fear I'm wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits and back alleys I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford.
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Yeah, he signed it.
He be at Martha's Rest.
He signed everything. Smooth like butler? I love it. I love it. We'll just hit these in order. Blimp, 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 blimp. Oh, it's Goat.
Am I gonna... Is everything alright, Goots?
Goots, not
You
Goat.
seem more
It's Goots.
discomposed.
I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. I think Nan might be in trouble, and
Bit
she's...
of a muddle.
It's alright. You can tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a
Chill out,
trader
buddy.
came by.
Chill out.
One of our usuals, like, said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out.
With
I'd ask her
baddies.
about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Certainly wouldn't.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
He's just a big old teddy bear.
Lady Karen. How's business?
How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care.
But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody
Raking me over the
potato.
coals.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she
like
may
a
have
tongue
done
lashing
things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good.
At least we can
I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad.
take this one side quest off just
Why
in
would
the
people say
hideout.
she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Well, I guess we can't finish that one off.
Seems the hideaway is
Real quick,
lasted.
we'll get rid of this little coin. Do 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 do. Do 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 do
Yeah,
do.
you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Okay.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go.
Are we gonna have to get more of the scorpion thing?
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Sure.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed
Aye.
easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say?
We have to
you
talk
know
to
of
him
one?
anyway.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Not to be outdone. Oh, it's not Harpocrates, it's someone else.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortris never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste from which the mortris is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their Eikons brethren, but apparently not.
Apparently not.
The specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortris of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
To Northreach.
And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Can't do'sville.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Little rascals.
A visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Now, I feel like this one's definitely going to stay in the hideaway, though. Right? Like... why am I not seeing the quest marker? Okay.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Goots. Rutherford. You heard correctly, girl. Unfortunately.
You hear me?
Girl, heck!
What do you reckon we should do? I see.
Tell the truth. You little rascals.
Sid! Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
Oh. And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions.
You tell him, Sid.
So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? Alright.
It's not going to be like a mini-game, is it?
Everything here was once part of Miss Middledore's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
A little off topic here, buddy.
Think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Wally uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledore's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
Dungeon?
Them in all her inventions.
She's a dungeon?
Round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault.
I want an apple.
You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Almost.
Well, with Sid's help.
So the
I just
cogwheel.
put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Middledore's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are you almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledore and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Give me the slow
Tell
clap,
them
huh?
no. Do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Well.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
He wanted you all to finish it yourselves. Right? Speak with Shirley in the shelves. I'm coming, Miss Shirley. Do 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 do.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
No.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Ah, I love it. No ability points though. Womp. Yeah, I think that's all we can do here. So now we have to go to... wherever this is. Central Dalmatia. Let's see where we are on the map. Oh, Joshua and Torgal. I love the piano theme. So good. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Now I'm up here. So I can look at all these places. And there's my... Cool. Can I travel here? I can. Let's go talk to Goots real quick. Let's tick off those side quests real quick, and then we'll come back because it seems like these are areas that we haven't been before.
Bandits may be noble. Look what they've left.
Which is excellent.
It shouldn't be too hard to find Goots.
Yeah, he's a big old boy.
The gentleman of the town guard or something.
He is a big boy. Easy, buddy.
finest cell swords. Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town.
So someone's using Karen's
bolder
name.
Man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Always so polite, Clive.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goods.
Mm-hmm.
Finest cell swords in store. Fuck.
Oh, I have to go all the way around. Road.
Gentlemen of the town guard are
Mummy.
I love these chill piano themes. They're so good.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
I love that they're talking about the previous thing. Granted, it was a main quest, so that actually makes sense.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Who is it?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Oh, they've got some dopes. Hiya, fellas.
Leave now, and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Mangy cur. Ooh, get nuts. Okay, who's curing people? Let's... might as well if they're gonna keep showing up. Oh, we do have Joshua with us. And he has Phoenix powers, obviously.
Farewell.
Love the slow-mo lightning. Love it. Love it! Get wrecked, banditos.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil.
Oh, he's gonna be
turned up.
He's gonna be kidnapped.
Go on, then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone.
Burn.
Before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots.
I'm the coward.
Right now.
Come on, buddy. Right now. Is this the Borgwyn?
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Lord!
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
She has figured out how to be in two places at once?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You.
Yikes.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
I was gonna say, she's just gonna wreck this dude. Yeah.
Goots, you...
Goots did!
You want a piece of Nan? You'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself.
She loves calling him a galoot.
Wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Karen does not mess around.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim
I love
his
that we're
due.
getting all these
But he
backstories.
crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't hurt you, did it?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? Best we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me that Wet Legs has learned it already.
Thanks.
Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Oh, Karen.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Seriously. Well. Repel the ambush. Let's go to Northreach first. Grab these ingredients for the stew or whatever it is. Oh. They're over there. Then away we shall go. Can we get out that way? Let's just take the main.
You needn't fret.
Great. Dealt with. Oh, little chocobo shaking his booty. Look at that. No more mother crystal.
To the meadows then.
That's what the captain.
There he is.
Come on.
Come on! Do. Ooh, I see the wyvern.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. Straight up. This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
We'll hit him with this, why not? Darn it. I forget that every time. Not every time, but lots of times. We'll do this just to top our health. He was coming at me, I was coming at him. Now give me that whatever he's gonna drop. Raptor liver.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs.
And here are the
Bright
yellow
with a
flares.
heady scent.
There they are. Right over there. Saint's bonnet.
I think that's everything Molly needs
Just
to
like
resurrect her
that.
recipe. Better head back.
but first, to Martha's Rest to see the butler. Smells like butler. Or smooth like butler, that's what it was. Fantastic. A little bit. I know it's nearby, that's why I'm here. Where's he at? Where's he at? Is he upstairs? There he is.
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter. I am
Dig that blue hair,
Sebastian
bro.
Rutherford,
I dig
chief
that.
steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
Get on with
I
it.
am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas...
Alas?
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
2 different dudes.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Own it. Now, where might he be? Ah!
It's no good.
That's the
Easy
South
finding
Gate.
one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy.
Ah, this piano theme. So good.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped.
So somber. Now give me that run.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Banditos, huh? Mm-hmm.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
And maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
Welcome.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us.
That one guy just can't
pretend you didn't
stop
throw
freaking
your
out.
blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Cure this, buddy. These boys are beefy, actually. Okay. Ah. Wait a minute. That's where he is. He's over here. Quit protecting people. Oh, protect that, buddy. Protect that. The Spurls. 2244, so we're like halfway to mastering Judgment Bolt.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
And it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. They tried to kill you, buddy.
Not at all.
There it is.
No. To find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
I wonder if this goes all the way down here and then comes back up here. Probably. Twould imagine. Oh boy. Alright, back to Northreach. Because I want to save the ones at the hideaway for last. Just in case we pass the threshold of
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Or maybe he's right here. Straight-laced gent.
What happened here?
He's got the get-up.
Floor with the others. They've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
But then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
Lord Rossfield, I
Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Okay. Oh, and they're right here.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
When I see a big boy. Roy! Let's just go ahead and hit him with that. I don't even have my flames back yet. Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. Little.
Let's try.
The double is just so cool, man. Every time. So good. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Well, that's both of them.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
It's like, by the way, you weren't using like
looks to be all of them.
4 different icons. Powers, were ya?
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
He's covered in blood.
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to.
I suppose
I shall
so.
send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Good day. I got you, buddy. It's my pleasure.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
To Martha's rest, and then we'll go back home, and then we'll go. Because I think that's it. I love doing all these side quests. You know, it's taken me, like, I'm almost 40 hours into this game. I don't care. It's so
I see
good.
you're still here. The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
Thanks to me.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Quest complete. Give me that renown. Smooth like butter. God, I love that. Ooh, flare breath. I can't see me using like any of them. Unless there was a situation where we like weren't allowed to use Torgal. Then maybe. But until then, it's just nice not having to worry about the Torgal commands. Oh, easy. You gonna give me something cool, Karen?
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots.
Oh,
I'd
cute.
have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump.
You big lump.
Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well.
Good point.
Till then,
That's a good point.
he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalimil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
That's fine. 900 experience for that. Oh, displayed in Clive's chambers. We'll get this one
Seems
first.
the hideaway's lost its... So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Been a while since we had to manually.
And what
Jeez,
precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
And don't forget, we need to save some for Tomes. Ooh, some frying sound effects. Now this is gonna make me hungry. Fried livers.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Famous last words. Yup. Now is this going to be the same thing where he's just like, it's delightful? Reminds me of Data in Star Trek with his Generations.
So,
when he gets his emotion chip turned on and he has the drink and he hates it. He's like,
What tree is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness.
Yeah.
Yet it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish.
This guy should be a critic,
It is a
man.
tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word.
Listen to this music for this dish.
Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
I feel like we have better stuff to do, right? Quest complete. We're up to 1265 already for our renown. Girl, you better give us some of that to Tomes. Yeah, we'll go check this out. Ooh, yeah, girl.
Did you see the pair?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Our collectibles are getting pretty respectable. Respectable collectibles. Continental sensor. We still have a ton left. Like a ton. But that just goes to show you how many side quests are left. Jeez. Because I think we've gotten all of those from side quests. Do, 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 do.
Did you see that? Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Bad Blood, that's the one that we saw in the new area.
Seen enough?
That we saw in the new area. Now, so really there is like one place to go, but just want to real quick. Yeah, we don't need to waste an ability if he's already done. So, this takes us over here. We don't want to fall down for the love of Pete. Yoink. Sharp fangs, huh? No. Have we ever, like, straight up run from a fight? I mean, we've run from fights before, but... So we want to go right first. What is happening
We
there?
can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Mm-hmm. But there's got to be a chest or something over here, right? Or a curl. I do see a chest, but we have to fight the curl first. Whoa, buddy. Here's the halfway. This ought to bring him down to... Yep. Remembered that time. Ifrit! Or that's Phoenix. He's on his back. Could've sworn I dodged that. Get wrecked. Regal sash, huh? Is that better than what I'm wearing? It is! Ooh, buy it. Fair amount. Sweet. Back to the ruins. And we can't really help running into the, oh, and here are these dudes. Hi. Desert Roses, huh? Joshua, I hear you talking about stuff. Buddy. So that's just nothing. Are we gonna run into this side quest yet? Oh, we need to run into the main quest first.
Get him! Over here! Sick of this one! Sick of
There we go. Now for the bomb. Give me all these items up in here. What, pray, are you?
Get him!
The Guardian fella. Come on, if you're gonna be up here, you gotta be good. Come on. Come on, there we go. There you go, now lay down, please. If you're gonna be up here, you gotta be good. She said, no thanks, I wanna be bad. No. Kitty timeout. Kitty timeout. Okay, come on. Come on. Meow. Don't think about touching that camera cord either. You are. Okay. Come on. Meow. Yeah, you can come over here and lie down and be good. And not mess my light up. Kitty breaks. Why don't you lie down? I'm in the middle of a fight. There we go.
All yours, Torgal. Over here.
I probably should have saved that for... Ooh, too slow, buddy. Whoa, hey, that wasn't too slow, was it? Oh, right through him. Was I not locked on that whole time? And why? Oh, the enemies down here think they're in the fight? Yeah, they heard that nonsense. I was wondering why the music was still going. You know, let's pop a high potion just to top us off. I really didn't need to do that, but Just in case this is a big fight, which, let's be honest, it most likely will.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a bow. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Okay. You're insulting your brother to his face. Who has bad manners now, buddy?
Get him! Over here!
Alright, give me all them items. Oh, it's a chocobo. Oh, buddies. Buddies. We should be running. We should be, yeah. Getting close to the side quest. Hello. Traveling merchant.
Where are you off to now, then?
To the free cities. Make the table. Hey, buddy. Oh, man, this guy's messed up.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Comrades.
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them.
Well, that's a shame.
There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Oh, buddy.
I'll go.
What if you just refused?
Thank you.
That'd be so gnarly. Alright, Cayman is just up ahead. Sorry for skipping it.
They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I am the one who took out Lord Kuka. It was me!
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Yeah, no, it takes us a lot. This must be Tabor. It's gotta have multiple ways that you can get out. I want to know how in the hay. Oh, it looks like... Oh, this isn't open yet? I want to know how to get here. That's where I want to know. It says inaccessible, though.
Another ether
for now.
flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Then we go through.
Good. I got here in time.
And it's a beefy boy. Two abilities. Let's just go right here and unleash Hack. They're definitely not as beefy as their Chocobo buddy here. Okay. I know you want to rub your face on everything, but... Buddy. Stay down. Hopefully our judgment bolt is back by the time we fight another big baddie.
Someone there!
I am.
Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
Yeah, brother.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Thanks, buddy. Quest complete. Some more renown.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Don't draw your sword.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord
Buddy.
Kupka shall be avenged!
Buddy, don't do it.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
Oh, Clive. Very wise.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Okay. See you then. Sounds like a future side quest, potentially. They're like ready to go. I just want to make sure there aren't any like chests or anything over here. So we didn't really have time to search the camp, but some desert roses. Okay. Now we're just onward to yoink. It said the hunt was south of Tabor.
Okay.
I don't want to fight these bloodfangs though. I'm good. Don't mind me, wildlings.
We're nearly there.
This place looks like it's gonna be cool.
There are a few places I haven't.
Quite the man of the realm.
Where now, Joshua?
Oh, this
There is a residence
cool.
just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
This is super cool. Yoink. What up? First we gotta check the shop. Yo.
Here, take a look at my wares.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. I'm gonna start flying these.
Anything else? A fine choice.
There's no reason not for me to buy. Oop. Easy, buddy. See, and that just goes down that way. The Gilded Path. I want to know what you are. I bet it's like a hunt or something. Hello?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Oh, Yote.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Barnabas. Meanwhile, the Agora.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What did you... What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
My liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
This guy's just kissing the boot immediately. Immediately kissing the boot.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Whoa, buddy.
Pathetic creatures.
Is he possessed by Ultima?
That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
He's got that organ theme.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
The organ is always such a harbinger of doom. Much like Final Fantasy IV. Golbez's name is the organ.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed?
Indeed?
Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
To what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
The tapestries. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's the thing we saw.
By the flames.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. What is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose.
Well, I hear that Final Fantasy theme.
The one beneath whom the Eikons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The Eikons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
They most certainly do not.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Oh, Josh. But your lordship, I've fallen in love with you.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yose.
Oh, Yotei. Joshua turned into quite the handsome fellow.
Let's find our friends.
Well.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
Look at all these dang side quests. Or is it just the two?
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you... Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
I bet they do.
How do you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed, but the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy.
Whoever the heck that
Bring
is.
me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Sure.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Whoa, 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 whoa. On it, brother. But first, gotta go talk to this
Careful
other
how
soul.
you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Finally, no one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
Looks like Malcolm McDowell.
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said.
Wow.
Not that I look the part in these tattered rags.
What happened?
In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead?
Are we just gonna have to get something like from the top of the stairs?
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east.
Naturally.
I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Alright, Betty. Can-Do'sville. To the domed pavilions! Yeah. Well, there's one right there, but I think we're gonna have to go all the way around.
How are those new...
Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way around. Man, that stinks that we can't just go, like, right here.
What's treating you?
Oh, well.
They're fantastic.
Soft as phoenix down. Tough as a boiled bear. 1. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's these stones
I'll
to
take
count,
you.
and the rest of the boxes to down.
There you go. Couple of goblin coins. Are you harassing this woman?
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you?
Not a scratch on them.
Man, do I love this piano. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
This quarry's been hard to find since the Skystone.
It has indeed.
Oh, we can just go around here. Cool. Excellent. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for
Yeah,
myself.
goodness.
Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Guardians of the Republic.
The Republic? Are you...
That can't be right then.
No, it's Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the
He has a better memory than I do,
descendants
clearly.
of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right.
Something of the sort.
Vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters.
Nailed it.
Now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless,
This place looks so
one
cool.
cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you. Goblin coin. Sweet. So I think we see if we can get that hunt real quick. Uh-oh. Was it Ezio? Torgal doesn't like him.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins.
The Burning Quill.
Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough,
Several.
lady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
Nice.
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
Okay.
Pray accept this token.
Another seal. Ooh, a phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your
I wonder if that's gonna open up like 10 side quests.
It's a Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
You know...
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Well... The Gilded Path.
The free cities under siege?
Ah! Ha 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 ha! This is gonna be where that hunt is, for sure.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Mm-hmm. Most certainly am. There's the pack right there. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Ooh, they look cool. With their chest spikes.
You're on my side, Torgal.
Ooh, they're real beefy. You know what? Might as well, right? Did I just miss? Bodies. This is cool, little gang fight. How many of these dudes are there now? I gotta tell you, just this theme is so good, man. Just the battle theme is so good. Final Fantasy is so incredible at battle themes. 5,800 gil for that.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Aye. Oh, Torgal answering his dad when he talks to him. Nothing over here?
Ready, go?
We'll take this down to the fields of Karaba, because why not? We're opening up new areas. There's actually, I think there's a trophy for going to every area. I wonder what our progress is on that, because we gotta be getting close to like 80% of the main story done, so can't imagine we're gonna go to too many new areas. Heads up, buddies. He's out. We'll go grab this item, and then we'll see if we can get this whatever Aegis something. Storm Panther, get out of here with that nonsense. Oh, it's gonna be a wyvern. Let's go grab this item first. Yeah, look at him, Dread Aegis. I'm sorry, did you just knock me off?
It looks like there's still
my dude?
him yet. Nice try.
He is an old boy. While he's down, we might as well get all of our... get a bunch of health back. Ooh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Say it, baby. Say it, baby. Eat a skin. Take that back to home, boy.
Reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
This thing reeks, he says. Still can't go there. Still can't go there. Let's go see what that looks like, though. It says inaccessible. Let's go check it out. Right quick. See how inaccessible it really is. Oh, heads up, Storm Panther. Heads up, buddy. Want this item? Oh, look at you! An obelisk.
Be safe.
What's going on here?
Stranger, wherever you're headed, it's back the way you came.
I'm glad we came over here, though. So this is like a city, and that'll take us over here. But we did get the obelisk, which is good. Maybe there's an obelisk over here. Not gonna find out yet. It looks like a story thing. Most likely. Where is it? There it is.
Here's your hide. As requested.
Yes.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
I was gone for like 10 minutes.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of
No
this.
thanks.
I'm busy enough as it is.
Buddy.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Being about your business. Whoa, 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 whoa. 100 bloody hides. Holy moly. Well, and where do you go? You go to Titan's Wake? You know what? Excellent. Veins thick with precious ore finger through the region's mountains and feed this remote village's many forges. Is there really nothing over here? Ah! Excellent. It's not a... Nah, I think we're good. We did do the hunt, so I think we're good on hunts, but there are a ton of hunts in this game, so...
The free cities under siege.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? I don't know if we'd want to just hoof it in. Boy. Orcish fodder?
Then let us be rid of them.
Might as well. You know what? While they're all there, Fantastic. Do this just to get some health back. Give me all that. Give me all that stuff. I can still have my sword out. Those dudes are everywhere.
Ready, go?
This is where I can turn right. I think what we do is we do this, and then come back up just to see if there are any items or anything over there. Ooh, see y'all. I see all of you too. Don't you worry. I can't get through there yet. And here's another obelisk. I'll see you. We'll be back. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing but just enemies.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Smoke, smoke, smoke! Give me that obelisk. The gilded path. Yeah, boy. No, get out of here. Got a little thing flying around in my room. Certainly appears that it has fallen. That's not ideal.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
I'm sorry. Side quest? Side quests everywhere?
If we're going to do this, we'll...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why,
The destructive
your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
There it is.
And so, we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Sure.
How could I refuse?
Takes care of some beasties.
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Now where
Find
is
a
said
village in
village?
Church's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay. I know that there's an obelisk right there. Yeah. Yeah. This is already open. There we are.
Yeah.
You the man, huh? Time to take care of the beasties. See ya, buddy.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
Ooh, get wrecked! How dare you? Man, there's so many. Let's hit him with this. I want to save my judgment bolt just in case. Okay, just in case. Just in case there was like a big boy that showed up. Back we go. That's a quick one. We hope.
Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Steady.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
This guy does a lot of voices for this game.
Thank you.
Consideration.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough
My
about him.
Siri.
How did you fare down in Cashlock?
The Siri.
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you?
Sure won't.
She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
So much for a quick one. They never are they?
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble.
Thank you.
Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Now, Theodore said, talk to me after. Does that mean it's going to open up another side quest, like right now? No, maybe not.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
So I guess that town is going to be like a bustling town after this. Maybe. Well, up we go. To Lost Wing.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
What you got for me, Betty?
You know what you have to do.
Quinlan.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know,
is
our
he
time
gonna...
grows short.
Yeah.
Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so,
Listen to this
Clive,
music.
I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Heck yeah.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Peace, buddy. For great justice, too. Probably faster to do this. Maybe. Man, I feel like I remember coming to this area with Sid. But that was like forever ago. Oh, I miss Sid. He was my buddy. Am I?
Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. You can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives, so we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking
Ooh,
monster.
a boss.
They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Mm-hmm.
Promise us, Sid. Promise
That's
us
what we
you'll
found
do
that
what
one
you can.
time. I wish it had an obelisk, which it does not. Yeah, so I have to go through the Dragon's Area. This is where we fought that one... Isn't this where we... The Croc? Is that where we fought the bomb? This is where we fought the dragon. So we just need to find the little cutaway. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, y'all. I know. Oop. Oh, no, I'm stuck. It's cool that the side quests kind of take you everywhere that you wouldn't have normally gone.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh no. Are you gonna kick me off? Mm-hmm. Quentin, buddy.
Quentin, are you alright?
He's the only one that's alright.
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
That's a curl. That's not
this
a
must be the
dog.
guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. It's a relic beast that needs to be hunted down. Get him!
Start with this one first. We'll do the ones that recharge the slowest first. So that they can get going. Yeah, get wrecked, buddy.
Get him. Sick him. Get him.
Just a regular hit to get him. Which is fine. 60 ability points for that, though. Curl Whisker, what up?
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy.
Whoa!
And I cut him from ear to ear.
Dude.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice?
Clive tried to tell you,
My
buddy.
faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
Flooded? What? Flooded with ether? Yup. Not good.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
Guess that wasn't the end of the quest.
Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Stay down.
course they do. I've missed with that so many times. Ooh, get wrecked. Ooh, get owned.
Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here. This one. Wake at him!
So satisfying. He's a beefy one.
Get him!
Jill's just standing there. This guy's about to, like, hit her in the face. Almost to 3,000 ability
I need
points.
to get back to Quentin.
Is he not worried about the ether? Yeah, boy.
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
I was gonna say we can't fight Quentin. Not our boy Quentin. And the bears out here can take care of him sometime later.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
Is there no way to get rid of Etherflood?
I see.
Guess not.
Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
Well, I mean, you can... Quentin, you should come to the hideaway, too.
Save your strength.
Why?
Right?
All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It's not a place, it's a people.
As long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins.
Aye.
Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the spirit.
That's Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Oh, Quentin.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
Okay, then.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
Do I get something for my little trophy?
Red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Boom. Heck yeah. 1200 experience for that. What up? Ooh, yeah, and there's the Clive's Chambers thing. A wicked wheel accessory. Heck yeah. That thing's fast enough already, though. Over to Martha's Rest. And depending on how long this one takes, this might be the last thing. Because I get the feeling that the main quest is going to be like 40 minutes. As they usually are. When you go to a new area anyway.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it ain't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately.
What about the town where that
for safe haven?
one
There's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got.
where that one hunt was?
We can't keep cramming more and
That's
more
like a
people
little
into
town,
less and
right?
less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals.
Right.
And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Rekindling the flame.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
There are a couple of villages that
I
have
reckon
been...
we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Let's hit it.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive
Doesn't
them
even
out
give
of
you the
there.
option to turn her
I
down.
know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own, too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, where's Sir Wade?
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet.
There he is.
Let's hear Wade's plan first.
What's up, Betty?
So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea.
Mostly.
I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
Rabble of rogues!
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count.
Bring them on.
And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Man, my eyes freaking out for
you
something.
here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Now, am I not going to be able to fast travel there? I am going to be able to fast travel there. Heck yeah. Save me some time. Alright, banditos. Time to get nuts. Hello. No, we are not.
Who the hell are you?
The unsavory settler.
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences. That's the end of that then.
That was like 7 people. Oh, here we go.
Maybe not.
Now we're cooking with gas.
What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
2 scoops is what it's called. Ooh, and he's a beefy boy. So much damage. Might as well. Get all that health back. Staggered again already. Really? Must have been doing more stagger damage than I thought I was. I'll take it.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
My lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Unsavory characters. Sometime later.
Home. Without masters.
No.
I got dibs on top on.
Now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place.
Blackguards.
The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So
and I feel like, you know...
Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
But, you know, if they're building their own home, then they're gonna work extra hard to make it nice.
You have only to send us Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
And we didn't have Oscar for very long, did we?
Eastpool lives again.
Eastpool lives again. We did it. And just think we're only a couple of months away from Halloween. Where I get to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's where that We Did It is from.
Ah, there you are. All went well then.
Hi.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done.
Nicely done.
What's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Oh.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. It's the way I see it.
Not by
neither
a
is
long
mine.
shot.
If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, Martha.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Quest complete. Rekindling the flame. Heck yeah, dude. Okay. Well, I think that's it for side quests. Let's go back to the hideaway, because I don't think we have time for another main quest. We'll go back to the hideaway. We'll read our stuff. We'll look at our wall. And we got a whole. Ooh, we have new hunts too. Well then, we'll get rid of this little coin thing.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna have a million things to read. And...
Did you see the pair that got pulled into
Making some side quest progress. Oh, the Hanged Man signboard. We only got one? Interesting. Yeah, babe. On our own terms. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And, with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done, Karen. My Lord Marquess, in your absence shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace, Yote. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lost Wing. So, in lieu of my awkward remerciements? Never seen that word in my whole life. I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope that they finally turn you off that foamly swill that you and your are so coming. Never seen that word in my whole life. 38 years old. Yeah, and I guess since we opened up like a big new area, though, that makes sense that we would get new hunts. Let's get rid of her coin here. Clive. State of the realm.
Educate you. Here you are.
Yeah, boy. Old Canberra's getting
Thus
wrecked.
ends today's lesson.
Let's grab our stoof. Right quick.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
A gift. Talisman of Priming.
Yours. Come again.
What's that? Increase Lionheart to no thanks.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now. How's the state of the realm?
Here you go.
All done is how it is. What you got? If it's like one thing, then we're doing it. It is one! Ooh, and a mystery one! The greater part of those black shields who spied on Longswing were taken by the Ether Flood. However, we have received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause, persistent in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. This is going to be the Cellar guy. That's the Cellar guy. 100%. Where's Lostwing? 100% that's going to be the Cellar guy. It better be. Because we've been trying to find... Like, it's definitely here. 100%. This place is so spooky now. And no music. Doors closed, eh? He probably was shutting the doors behind him to try to escape the Ether Flood. I would imagine. He's about to get riggedy wrecked. There is no Ether Flood over here, though. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. I knew it. Holy Trumpetor. Look at that dang thing. He's laughing at me.
Me and my daughter purge them of their sin.
Regret doing my mother's bidding.
Dude. Whoa, he's actually doing some damage here. Oh, get nuts! It's been a while since we had a parry. been a while since we had to use this many potions, too. I guess he's a B level. And by the fight theme, I meant the boss theme. That's half of his life. Almost ready to, yeah. To hit this. Right. Let's hit him with this. Ooh, and stagger. This might do him. Yeah, baby. So good. Oh, it's so good. 2200 experience. What up? Scarlet, no less.
Your work here is done.
Peace, bro. And we finally fought in this area. We've been trying to do that for this whole game. Or as soon as we got the as soon as we got that open anyway. So let's go into abilities. I never upgraded this. Whirlwind duration is increased. I think I'd rather save up to 5,500. Because we're, you know, we only need, what, 21 something more? Or 21 something. 2338? Almost double what we have now. It's fine. It's fine. Let's, uh-oh.